Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 4th to the 10th of June 2018. We have a very simple week. We're still dancing in the flow of the grand trine between Venus, Jupiter and Neptune. And hopefully we've all felt that as a gentle unfolding, sigh of relief really, to be able to let go and just be in the moment, to feel our intuition deep within ourselves and to follow the evocative call. And this energy continues this week. It's a very gentle feeling, even though we've got lots of activity in the mental sign of Gemini. As we head towards the new moon, we have the dark moon first, obviously, and we've got a chance to let go of what we've learnt from. Gemini loves to learn, it loves to communicate, but can often get caught up in accumulating more and more information. But what do we do with that? So with this combination of the grand trine and lots of Gemini energy, we can take that apart bit by bit. We can actually look at what we're learning and even how we learn, the journey that we go on when we're exploring something new, and find the deeper meaning in that. Quite often when we learn something, we realise that we already knew it. So there's a sense of relearning. When something makes intimate sense to us, it's because it was already true, it was already part of us, but then the conscious mind goes and focuses on it, or has it delivered back in a different format. And we realise that yes, that is true, I did know that all along. So it feels like we spent the winter clearing out a lot of debris, going in and doing the deep work. And this has been largely due to Jupiter in Scorpio. Jupiter's retrograde in Scorpio at the moment, so going deep within and clearing space. This works well again with the Gemini energy, as Gemini often accumulate so much and then like to declutter, to find that air to move around in. So the subconscious mind with Jupiter retrograde in Scorpio, and the conscious mind with the Sun and Mercury and soon the Moon in Gemini, both can be worked with in combination to make space. So to look at what we're learning, to reconnect with the original truth, and then to clear away unnecessary detail and to trust ourselves with that deep knowing. So we've cleared away the debris, we've also spent time honing our skills and arranging our affairs, making that space. Now we can tune in with the intuition that guides us, because from this week onwards I feel that there'll be some very quick opportunities that pop up. We've had Pluto retrograde, which has halted a lot of plans, or at least paused them long enough to make sure that we're actually centred in the middle of them. It's actually what we do want. And that being an ongoing process, opportunities that pop up might take us in a slightly different direction or make our plans and projects a lot bigger, a lot more united. So the feeling on Monday is to honour the journey that we've been on so far, all the space that we've made, all the realisations that we've had, all the debris that we've let go of, and all the skills that we've picked up, and that fine-tuning of our talents and our intuition are now all ready to be acted upon. By Tuesday the Sun and Mercury meet in Gemini, so a very heady day. Great opportunity here to observe our thoughts and whether they're serving us. Like I say, Gemini can be a very mental sign, but when we give the mind a job to do, the heart retakes control. So have a look at where your active thoughts are going. Are they constructive? Or can you take them inwards to meet Jupiter retrograde and observe thoughts, behaviours, feelings, see whether they've become habitual, and see whether there's a simple message there and you can let go of all the baggage. Feels to be a bit of a time loop this week, so by Wednesday we may see the results of a long learning process that we've been on. All the insights and inspiration we've had, the revelations, and now come the rewards. The twins of Gemini are represented in tarot by the Lovers card. So by Thursday, there's an alignment under these stars where our relationships can be refreshed and revitalised. Because all of this inner inspection is freeing us up to live less mentally, to live more soulfully and authentically. And once we come into harmony with ourselves, then our relationships, we allow the other person to be themselves. We have less want and need, an agenda, an attachment to other people validating us. And we can stand in our own vibration and flow more easily with others. And on Thursday we can have a look at our relationships and maybe look, why have we met? What's the real reason? What's the real connection? And this changes our perspective, expands our relationships, and everything becomes lighter and more simple as a result. Then I feel by the weekend, as we enter the dark moon, it's a good time to look at doubt and where we're blocking ourselves. I always feel that centering in gratitude for our talents and the people in our lives and our energy, and what we've got to offer, is a great meditation, because the mind can often bring in doubt, reasons why not, and difficulty. But again, changing perspective, using that conscious mind as a sharp tool, then maybe have a look at what would happen if you didn't share your talents, if you didn't live your purpose. It's not just you that would hurt, but what about all the other people that might benefit from your gifts? So imagine your favourite author hadn't written that book because of doubt, or your favourite artist hadn't recorded that song because of restriction in the mind. Then you wouldn't have received the benefit from it. So like I say, a very gentle week, reconnecting to our intuition, observing the mind, releasing blocks, centering in gratitude, and liberating our relationships are all achievable this week on a daily basis. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. I like to work actively with my chart, and I've dedicated the month of Gemini to interactions and social media. So just to let you know, I am now on Instagram at ZoeHines7 if you'd like to come and find me there. I'm also reaching out to anybody interested in creative collaborations, so that can be workshops or radio interviews or consultancy, writing. Wherever you feel that my talents and your talents can come together and create something, then please do let me know if you've got anything that you'd like to join forces with. I'm available for readings, one-to-one and over Skype, where we can have a look at how you can work with your chart more effectively. And I also have a number of events coming up. The first one is a trinity of workshops at the Light Centre in Monument, especially designed for the well-being sector. So if you're interested in well-being or you work in the well-being sector, then these workshops are how you can employ astrology in your practice to be able to grow and offer more to your clients as well. So the first one is how to work with your moon sign. The second one, working more deeply with the actual moon cycles. And the third one is a full workshop about the body zodiac and how we can combine astrology and yoga for a more holistic practice. So for any of that, or my membership group or my online courses, please do contact me, ZoeHines7@gmail.com.